We just found out our son made dark humor TikToks about his sister's death, and now we're thinking of kicking him out because of all the pain and grief this brought back to the surface. My daughter, 16 female, sadly passed away 7 months ago in a car accident. The other driver was speeding and weaving in and out of traffic like a maniac on the highway, ultimately hitting my baby girl. The driver died on impact, but my daughter passed away 6 hours later in the hospital due to her injuries. My wife and I attend individual therapy, as well as marriage counseling. It's been extremely hard for both of us, but we have made considerable progress given the circumstances. We begged our son to get therapy and go to family counseling with us, but he refused. He's 19 and in college, so we can't force him to go. Our therapist gave us a list of warning signs to look out for, and he seemed to be coping pretty well with the loss. We decided to let him grieve in his own way. The issue is my wife discovered a video my son made that went viral on TikTok. It was reposted by another account. It was a dark humor video. There was captions that said before and after getting my driver's license, which was her school picture, and then a picture of her gravestone and the totaled car. The 3,000 plus comments were extremely messed up and had similar jokes. We found his account, which had more than one video like this. Us Then versus Now, which had a baby photo of them and then cut to a selfie of him next to her hospital bed before she died. There were in total 5 different posts similar to this, each similarly more disgusting. My wife was inconsolable. She had a severe mental breakdown. I had to take her to the ER so she can be sedated and given fluids due to her vomiting and hyperventilating. I confronted my son, who defended himself saying he uses these videos to cope with her death. That dark humor is the way he grieves. I could barely look at him. I told him to pack his things and stay with his grandparents. He was angry and said we both need to move the FCK on and stop taking our grief out on him. It's been 2 weeks and my wife doesn't want to be anywhere near my son anytime soon. I can't say I disagree. It's been like giant 10 steps back for both our grieving process. Our son gone was supposed to be temporary, but my wife and I think it's time for him to move into an off-campus student apartment to give us all some space and establish boundaries. We haven't told him this yet, but we plan to when he returns home next week. While he was away, he did apologize in a text to both my wife and I. However, he still insists it wasn't wrong for him to post those videos publicly for millions of people to see. He believes we are being too dramatic and taking it too personal. It took me threatening to disown him before he took down the videos. A few of my friends think we are going too far by essentially abandoning him and kicking him out of our home. They said to keep in mind he's still a young stupid kid, and he's digging in his heels because he wants attention. We'll be paying for his rent, but he will have to cover the other costs himself, food, gas, since that's the most we can afford right now. He will have to get a part-time job while going to class. We still love our son, of course, but neither of us can handle this right now for the sake of our marriage and mental health. Honestly, I think I need to put my wife first here, and if that means he needs to leave, then I'll do that for her. Plus he's 19, turning 20 soon, so it's not like he's a child. I just feel sort of guilty still and would like some outside thoughts. Update. Firstly, I'd like to send a sincere thank you to everyone who not only commented, but read my original post. This is a very dark and vulnerable time for my family. We are lost, confused and battling with a grief that has consumed us so entirely it hurts to physically breathe most days. Secondly, my son is a good man, son and brother. He loved and cherished his sister deeply, and I know in my heart that it was never his intention to make light of her death. Nor would he ever intentionally hurt his mother, myself or anyone. It's been an emotionally exhausting and draining last few hours for both my family and I. However, I am happy to provide a bittersweet update for all the wonderful people who took the time to read my original post. You all helped me realize I needed to act now and fast if I were to ever repair our family. I called my son on the phone after reading the comments. I asked him why he posted those videos. He said he was just hurting. We were quiet for a while. His voice broke when he asked if me and his mom still love him. I failed my son. I failed him. What he needed was a father who gave unconditional love, support and protection. He needed his dad. I was too stupid, selfish and angry to see he was hurting more deeply than any of us. We lost our daughter, but he had lost his sister. We needed him to be the strong, mature son for his broken parents. The brave one. The one to shoulder our pain. We took his cry for help as him kicking us while we were down. My wife and I immediately left to go pick him up and bring him home. What I saw was a broken little boy needing his mom and dad. Not the pathological monster that our grief painted him as. He had visible bags under his eyes and lost a lot of weight, and we were too blind to see it. We both profusely apologized and will be showing him how sorry we are for the rest of our lives. We vowed to do right by him. We all cried together on the couch for a while. Our son is taking a year off of school to heal and work on his mental health by his request. He also agreed to attending weekly therapy. He will be home with us. We will also be seeing a family therapist. My wife is seeking medication to get a handle on her panic attacks. I signed up for a grief support group specifically for fathers. This is all just a start for a very long and difficult journey ahead of us. Thank you everyone for giving me a major kick in the ass and a wake-up call. I may have lost a daughter, but I will not be losing my son. Not now or ever again. This community can move mountains, and affect the lives of real people facing real issues. I've learned a lot about what grief means for different people. No one's grief is invalid or wrong, and everyone handles it differently. This is a lesson I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. This morning I am making pancakes and bacon while my son and my wife watch Netflix in the family room. The windows are open. Our daughter's cat actually came out of her room on her own for the first time to lay on the couch with them. Our lazy Saturday. It's the first time in months we did this since our daughter passed. It feels bittersweet. Different.